Hello everybody and welcome back to some All the Mod 7 to the Sky. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last episode we got together and we done some quest completing to get some stuff cleaned up before we're getting pretty close to the end here. I really haven't done much in between episodes, other than work on antimatter production. We still weren't producing it very fast. I went AFK for quite a bit, and I'd added just a couple to it, and that was it, and it just wasn't working out real well. So I have gone through, if we come over here, I have added a whole nother row of sinks to this, to give it some more, and we're running this now at 40 instead of the 26 that we were. So we're still producing more fissile fuel than we're burning it, or then we're making it, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, so I got that turned up a little bit more, and we're producing it at a faster clip. I went AFK for a long time, I think a couple days. We're up to 24, so we've got just about all the antimatter that we're going to need, or pretty close to it. This thing is now producing 1.59 million FE a tick. It was at the point where we weren't making any power with it. It was backing up with steam. I didn't want all this to back up. I don't know if this thing backs up with steam, if it has issues or not. I didn't want that to happen, so I just got the power going into the trash can. We don't need any. We've got both of these guys running, and if power becomes an issue, we can make another one. But right now, yeah, we're good on power. So today, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to tackle one of the two sets of quests that we've got left to finish, and that's blood magic. We've got blood magic, we've got forbidden arcanus. We're going to start with blood magic. So we've got we completed this quest. It's give our sanguine santium. I probably pronounced it wrong, but whatever. So there's that. And next up we need to get into all of our stuff. So we need to make our blood altar. Should be easy enough to do. Boom, we've got it. Quest complete. We're going to start this guy out back here-ish. I'll probably have to readjust this as we go, and then we'll build down. But now that quest is not complete, we need to make our sacrificial knife, and this is more or less what we use to start with to get our first bit of blood. This guy right here should have everything we need. Lovely. Quest complete. Beautiful. So we can come over here and turn our phone off because we forgot to. There we go. Anyways, and just right click on this, and as you can see, we are taking some damage. And I want to get away from doing that. So let's change out our armor and see what that does. Alright, so with mech armor, yes, we are still taking hearts of damage. So we need to look at that. Alright, so our next item up that we're going to try is I'm going to make our gem armor from Project E. I am crafting the Klein stars that we need for this. Everything else is pretty much, it's not that bad to do. It's just a matter of crafting all the stuff that we need. So right now I am waiting on a bunch of stuff to do. So we need the helmet, which needs the soul stone, which is just a little bit of red matter. The Evertide amulet uses water and dark matter. We need, for the chest plate, we need the Vulcanite amulet, and the body stone. The leggings, we need the black hole band, dark matter, And for the boots, we need 2 of the Swift Wolf Rending Gales, which we have at least 1. So right now, yep, I'm just waiting on all this stuff to craft up, and we'll go from there. So, right quick before this finishes, it just finished. One of the nice things about crafting this stuff now is I'm missing one of those. But crafting these with the Philosopher's Stone used to be, it didn't recognize that even if you had one, it wouldn't do the auto crafting. But it is doing that now, which is awesome. I need another one of these guys. I need another one of these. And we should be ready to now do this and see what we get. All this off, all this on. Let's see. We do have creative flight now. And yeah, that's still, we're regenerating a lot faster. This is probably the way we'll go about doing this. Alright, so with this guy here with our armor, and I did make a dark matter pedestal and a life stone, we can sit here and yeah, we're pretty good. Alright, so we need to get on with this. So the next item for business is going to be to make the weak blood orb, which we need a diamond for this. Let's get one of these. Let's do this. And we should be able to speed it up. Lovely. Right click it, bind it to us. And now we can put that in here and it will hold some blood for us. Awesome. I've got that part of this ready to go. That actually works out pretty well. Alright, so next item for business is we need to collect some demonic will. So we need to get we need to make some snares. We actually got to do it that way. So I need some string. We've got some string we're not going to need, but probably just a handful of these. Really? So there's 3. We'll roll with that for the minute. Alright, so to get our will, we need to find us some critters to kill. Do I still have... That's not what I wanted to do. I still have this in here set up, so let's grab something to kill. Phantoms, no. Spiders, yes, spiders will work. So let's throw that in there. We got a few, so you can take your snares, throw it, and you'll see the little particle thingies. And now if we kill the spider, we get our demon will, and the demon will all has a quality, and we got no more from that. Let's see what we can do with what we got. Alright, so we've got our demon will. We can go ahead and complete that. They give us another snare. We need to look at the Hellfire Forge, but before we can do that, we need to do blank slates, and to do blank slates, we just need some kind of stone. Our armor can go up. We don't need any other armor now. And if we come over here, we've got 1. And then we've got our 2. That will give us some more. That give us how many more? That actually give us 4 more. That's lovely. Alright, so now we can get on with our Hellfire Forge. This guy right here we will use to make several different items in the mod. Hellfire Forge. Beautiful, there we go. This guy we'll place down right here. And our first bit of business is going to make a petty Tartaric gem. We need one wheel in order to do this, and these 4 items right here. So I need redstone, gold, glass, and a piece of lapis. And we can throw those in there and put our wheel in there, and it will make us our petty Tartaric gem. Now our best bet is going to be to go ahead and make another one of these. That way it's a lot easier when we go to get ready to upgrade these. Let's see, there's that. I need gold. Put those in there. This guy will not be any good for us anymore. And now we need to go about getting some more wheel. So there is that taken care of. There is our petty Tartaric gem. And then of course it's going to want us to go through and make all of these, but we do need to make the sentient sword, which we need no wheel. And we're going to actually need another Tartaric gem, but we'll wait on that. So, do I have any iron swords? I do not. So that guy, we can go there. And now with this, oh, that does have one wheel. We can throw this on the ground, and it gets picked up by our gem. So now we can just go back in here and kill us some spiders and fill this thing up. As long as it's in a hot bar, we're alright. And as you can see, we are filling up. So my next question is this one of those that we can do like this? So that is 347. No. Okay. Alright, so like I said, anyways, I need to get this guy filled up, so I'm going to spawn some more spiders, do some more killing, and I will be back. Alright, so now that we've got our first one, we are ready to make our second one. So there is that guy. That took a little bit of it. I do need to go ahead and make another one while we're at it. Let's see, let's do that. I need redstone block. And if we do this, we can thought we could right click with that. Oh, we can. It's right click with this one. It'll empty it and put it in our other one, and then now I can upgrade this one. That doesn't have enough wheel in it. How much wheel it needs to have at least 60. I've got to go get some more. And there we go. There is our second one. Now, I'm not going to spend the time going through all the different tiers of this with you all. Basically, it's just going through doing the same way. We'll take the lesser, go kill a bunch of spiders, and then we can get the stuff together to do the next one. It needs a minimum of 240 and 50. We've got to do the imbued slate, which is a tier 3. That's kind of where we're going with here just a minute, is working on our altar. We need to do we need to do the alchemy table right quick. Let's go ahead and do that. Easy enough. That is made. We'll throw it right here. That's not the way I wanted it to face. There we go. And this guy, we can make different stuff with it. The alchemy table. Not anything that we're going to need right now. It is how we make some of the reagents that we need. We'll get into all that in a little bit. Actually, as a matter of fact, we need to start looking at some of this now. We need arcane ashes. It does need 500 LP. We need to make our divination sigil, which we've got to make the arcane ashes first. So let us get, does it say how much is stored in it? It does not. We fill this guy up right quick with all this, and we should have enough in it. It's full. So there we go. There is that. And to make the arcane ash, we need redstone, gunpowder, white dye, and I think coal will work. We'll find out. White dye, redstone, and gunpowder. So we can throw these 4 items in there. Orb error is not high enough. There we go. There's that. It did work. And there is our arcane ash. Now, using this does take durability, but if I'm not mistaken, we made our book here. I need a mending book. So if I throw that in there with, that does give us mending, so we can still use it. Alright. Beautiful. So that's got that. So it wants us to make our water sigil, or divination sigil, and lava sigil. So to do this, we're going to have to make the lava reagent. Get that made. We need divination sigil, and then we need the water reagent, which is that right there. Let me get these crafted up, and then we'll get into that. Alright, so to do this, we place our arcane ash, right click it on the ground. We'll make the divination sigil first, so we need to give it redstone, and then we need to give it a blank slate. It'll do the cool little automation with this, and boom, we get our divination sigil. Now we can do the same thing with that. There is our lava sigil, and then finally we'll get our water sigil. Now, as long as we have blood in our network, in our blood orb, we can generate, let's get some blocks here. I'll get rid of this. As long as we've got blood in our network, we can generate lava with that, or we can generate water with that. So that is pretty cool. And with our divination sigil, we can right click in the air, and it'll tell us how much we have in our network, which is basically what is inside of our blood orb. And we can also look at our altar, and it'll tell us, it's hard to see up here in the corner, but that we have a tier 1 altar, and then how much blood is in our altar. So there is that. We need this guy back out of here, and that pretty much takes care of all of our... I did not mean to pin that. So that pretty much takes care of all of our tier 1 stuff. So next up is we need to make us a tier 2 blood altar. And to do that, we need to craft 8 blank runes. So let's see if we've got enough to do this. I probably don't. I think... No, we're good. Oh. Need that back out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. That quest is now complete. We'll get that back out. And to turn this into a tier 2 altar, we just need to place these in a circle-ish, squarish. We don't need the center one. Doesn't need. Put that guy there. And boom, there we go. We now, if we look, we have a tier 2 blood altar. And with that, that gives us the dagger of sacrifice now. We need 3,000. We should have that. Let's go there. Let's get our speedy up. There is our dagger. This guy right here allows us to kill any mob within 2 blocks. It will insta-kill them, and it will put their blood into the altar. If we have runes of sacrifice, we'll get more. And it says it gives you 16 eggs for chickens for blood. We're not worried about that. And then we've also got several different rune types. It wants us to make a speed rune, which we should have most of what we need to do this. So there is us a blank rune. And there is us a speed rune. And basically this speeds up our any of our crafting. So, but now that is done, we need to get our reinforced slate, which needs, we need to get some more blood in here. And boom, there we go. We have us a reinforced slate. Awesome. Now, with the reinforced slate, that opens up our rune of sacrifice, which we just talked about. It also opens up the rune of self-sacrifice, which gives us a bonus on where we're using the sacrificial dagger in order to get our blood. And then we've also have tier 2 sigils. We have the air sigil, which throws us in the direction of void sigil, which will void a liquid. Seer is a better version of the divination sigil. Minor sigil gives us a buff, and then Green Grove will grow an air or grow crops, give us a bone meal effect, and will increase the growth rate in a 7x7x5 area. So I'm gonna get all these made up right quick. I'll be right back. Oh, also, we also need to make our tier 2, the Apprentice Blood Orb, which takes a redstone block and 5,000 LP. I got some crafting to do. Alright, so we are back. I am putting together our tier 3 blood altar now. It takes 20 of the blank runes in order to do it, and then any kind of blocks from that to here, and then glowstone. I do believe sea lanterns will work also in order to get it to the tier 3. And if we look at it, it is a tier 3. We do have our quest complete. I don't know why it wants us to make 28 of the runes. Well, I do, because it wants us to have all of these too. So now we've got a tier 3, and it's ready to go. I did make another one of these guys, and we can sit here now and just plug away, and I don't have to worry about anything at all. So it's making this a lot easier for me to get through. So we've got the rune of sacrifice that we've made. We've got the self-sacrifice that we've made. We're going to make a few more of those, and then we've got our tier 3 altar, and that's good to go. So next up, we've got our tier 3 sigils that we need to do. We've got the sigil of magnetism, which pretty self-explanatory there. It's a magnet. We have the sigil of holding, which will hold 5 sigils, providing a passive effect, allow you to activate them. And then the sigil of a blood lamp, which allows us to place torches around. Or it's not torches, it's actually a little light that does, and it costs 10 LP to do that. So pretty easy stuff to make. Sigil of holding and the magnetism. So yeah, that's pretty easy to do. We've got the rune of capacity, which we're going to need. Each rune increases the altar by 20%. It takes buckets and the imbued slate, which the imbued slate we're fixing to start doing. Each of those take 5,000 LP, and then we've got the displacement rune, and that's for pumping blood in and out of the altar. We don't have a whole lot of blood magic stuff to do that I know of just yet, so we're not really going to worry about all of that. What we are going to do, I'm going to make a couple more of our... I got rid of all that. I was looking to see if there was any other regen stuff before I made the other soul stone. So the rune of self-sacrifice, that takes reinforced slates. I want... that's, what, 2 more? Beautiful, there's those. That'll give us a little bit more of little more LP each time we do this. But the big thing is I need rune of capacity, and because that's the reason being is because in order to do our next tier blood orb, the magicians, we need 25,000 LP, and yeah, we have 10. So we've got to get the runes of capacity to make this guy hold a little bit more, so that is what I'm going to work on next. I've got a bunch of reinforced slates. We're going to go with 14 for now, and see how that works out. Right now, as far as doing any kind of automation, I'm really not. I'm just using these, and as I go, I am adding each one of them. I've got one for blank slates, one here. This one has the reinforced slates in it, and that is just so I don't have to. I can just do each tier a few at a time. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's put, I think it was this one in here. Is that the right one? No, that's reinforced, so that one's going to take it out. This one's got the blank slate, so it won't take it out. We can put this in here and speedy it up. And that gives us one of those. We can add this to that one. Like I said, there's ways of doing it. I think Laser IO is actually a really good way to do this. But with us not having to need a bunch of slates that I know of just yet, I ain't worried about it. Let's get to crafting. Alright, so I've got this thing going. We've got 10 of the rune of capacities. We added 6 more of the runes of self-sacrifice. That's all the slates that I had right now. So we've got this up to 30 buckets, so it should be enough for what we need for our magician's blood orb. We just need a block of gold for it. So let's get it. Let's do that. Let's do this, and let's speedy it up. And there we go. We've got our Magician's Blood Orb. We are ready to move on. I need to make our sigils, and then we also need to get the binding reagent and do our armor. So, let me get all that ready to go. Alright, so we're ready to get finished up here, at least for this episode. Get our sigils made. So there is our magnetism, there is our holding, and there is our blood lamp. And then we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. May not be too smart putting these right here all together. I probably, let's see here. So, that one, boots, leggings. I don't even know where that went. We'll have to wait till it finishes. But the armor itself is actually really, it's not bad. The only thing is it actually, if you look at the thing, it's the equivalent durability of diamond armor. It can be repaired. It starts off as the equivalent of iron. It has upgrade points, and then you can train it. It is not anything that we really have the time to sit and really worry about doing, but you can turn it into fairly decent armor. You need to just go away. So there we go. We've got all of that. We've got the quest to complete. That guy. And there we go. Alright, so we're at the point of needing to do our tier 4 blood altar. That one is going to take 40,000 LP. So we'll have to get into some more runes of capacity. We are also going to have to get into a whole bunch of other stuff. So we got to that point before we can get to the blood 4 altar. We've got to get into rituals. We've got to get Tau fruit and work our way to there. So that is for another one. So I'm going to spend some time in between getting the stuff together that we need for the ritual stones. We need a bunch of reinforced slate for that, which isn't that bad really. And then I'll probably spend some time getting our Tartaric gems done and get that going. So, but with that, we're probably about halfway through Blood Magic, and we'll be ready to go. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!